boy became a millionaire because of Roblox, but at first, nobody believed in him. When he was only 10 years old, he was daydreaming about expensive cars. He wasn't thinking about millions of dollars. He just wanted to create a game that other people would enjoy playing. Every day after school, he opened Roblox Studio. While his friends were playing finished games, he was trying to create his own. At first, they were simple maps, small houses, tiny levels. Basic ideas that almost nobody noticed. Sometimes he could spend several hours working on just one small detail, adding new objects, changing the design, fixing mistakes. But when he showed his projects to his friends, they only laughed. You really think people will play this? It's just a kid's game. You should do something more useful. He heard those words all the time. Even his parents didn't understand why he spent so many hours on the computer. They said, Roblox won't help you in the future. You ain't just wasting your time. But the boy never argued. He simply kept working because he saw something that others didn't. He didn't see just a game. He saw an opportunity. Every day, he studied which games became popular. Why did people spend hours playing them? What made players come back again and again? He noticed one important thing: the most successful games weren't just beautiful. They made people feel emotions. Some players wanted to win. Some wanted to build. Some wanted to connect with friends. And that's when he decided to create his own game. But his first attempt failed. He spent several months developing it. He was sure people would immediately start playing, but when he released the game, almost nobody came. One day, 1 week, 1 month, only a few dozen players. He noticed one important thing: the most successful games weren't just beautiful. They made people feel emotions. Some players wanted to win. Some wanted to build. Some wanted to connect with friends. And that's when he decided to create his own game. But his first attempt failed. He spent several months developing it. He was sure people would immediately start playing, but when he released the game, almost nobody came. One day, 1 week, 1 month, only a few dozen players. For many people, that would have been the end. They would have quit. But he did something different. He started analyzing his mistakes. Why were people leaving? What didn't they like? What needed to be changed? He completely rebuilt the game. Added new mechanics, improved the map, created more opportunities for players, and then he launched it again. This time, everything changed. First came hundreds of players, then thousands, and then millions of people started joining his game. Every morning, he woke up and couldn't believe the numbers. Thousands of messages, thousands of reviews. People from all around the world were writing, "This game is incredible. I play it every single day, make more updates." But with success came new problems. Now he had to constantly create new ideas. Players were waiting for updates. Competitors were trying to copy his success. Many people said he just got lucky. It was only a coincidence. But they didn't see the thousands of hours he spent working on his computer. They didn't see all the moments when he wanted to give up. They only saw the result. Several years passed, and one day he looked at his game statistics. Millions of players. A huge community from all around the world. And that's when he realized his childhood hobby had become a real business. The income from his game started growing. At first, it was small amounts of money, then thousands of dollars, and later amounts he could never have imagined before. At 16 years old, he became a millionaire. But that wasn't even the most amazing part. The most amazing part was that everything started with an ordinary kid who simply loved creating games. One day, journalists asked him, if you could go back and talk to your 10-year-old self, what would you say? He thought for a moment and answered, I would tell him not to listen to people who say it's impossible. Because those same hours he spent in Roblox, the hours that other people considered a waste of time, changed his entire life. His parents, who once asked him to stop playing, were now looking at him with pride. They finally understood something important. Sometimes a child can see an opportunity where adults only see a game. Of course, not everyone who plays Roblox will become a millionaire. But every big idea was once just a small dream. The most important thing is not being afraid to try. Not giving up after the first mistake, and continuing to work on something you truly believe in. Because sometimes the most ordinary game can become the beginning of something incredible. If you enjoyed the story, leave a like and subscribe. On this channel, new stories about Roblox, unusual people, and incredible events are posted every day. And make sure to write in the comments, what game did you play when you were a kid? Maybe your story will become the next video.